first episode of Art of Trading. As always, there's a disclaimer that the presentation used in this is only for educational purpose and it should not be considered as an advisory service. Before we start our class, let us look into what we learned in this episode. Firstly, we learned what is Forex, then what is traded in Forex, then buying and selling of currency pairs, and at last, Forex market size and liquidity. Let us start with the most basic question. What is Forex? It is defined as a global market that allows one to trade two currencies against each other, which means it is a market where we exchange currencies of different countries. For example, if you have traveled to another country, you may have had to exchange your currencies with that of the foreign one. To do so, you may approach the exchange booth of the airport. Over there, you may notice a screen showing different rates for different currencies, and this is called an exchange rate. In other words, an exchange rate is the relative price of two currencies from two different countries, and the movement in these prices is what gives you a profit or even a loss. Now let us look into the term Forex. The foreign exchange market, which is usually known as Forex or FX, is the largest financial market in the world. The FX market is a global, decentralized market where the world's currencies change hands. Exchange rate change by second, so the market is constantly in flux. Only a tiny percentage of currency transactions happen in the real economy, involving international trade and tourism, like the airport example above. Instead, most of the currency transactions that occur in the global foreign exchange market are bought or sold for speculative reasons. Speculative reasons mean buying the currencies in anticipation that the value may go up in the future. Now let us talk about the volume of transaction that takes place in FX. While NYSE, the largest stock exchange, has only a volume of 22.4 billion, FX has a volume of 6.6 trillion, which is approximately 200 times larger. Another difference of Forex is that it operates 24 hours a day and 5 days a week, unlike other markets. The day starts when traders wake up in Auckland, then moves to Sydney, Singapore, Hong Kong, Tokyo, Frankfurt, London, and finally New York before starting trade all over in Wellington. Moving on, what is traded in Forex? The simple answer is money, and this money does not literally mean paper currency, but the share of the economy whose currencies we are purchasing. The price of the currency is usually a direct reflection of the market's opinion on the current and future health of its respective economy, or it's a comparison of two different economies. Now that we have answered what is traded, let us understand the different types of currencies which are traded. While there are potentially a lot of currencies that you can trade, as a new Forex trader, you will probably start trading with the major currencies. And these currencies are expressed in symbols. Currency symbols always have three letters, where the first two letters identify the name of the country and the third letter identifies the name of the country's currency, usually the first letter of the currency's name. These three letters are known as ISO 4217 currency codes. Take NZD for instance. NZ stands for New Zealand, while D stands for dollar. As we learned earlier, Forex trading is the simultaneous buying of one currency and selling another. Currencies are traded through a broker or dealer and are traded in pairs. For example, the euro and the US dollar, or the British pound and the Japanese yen. There are three categories of currency pairs: the majors, the crosses, and lastly the exotics. The major currency pairs always include the US dollar. The majors are the most liquid in the world. That is, a large volume is traded. For example, more people trade the Euro-USD currency pair and at higher volumes than the AUD-USD currency pair. The cross pairs do not include the US dollar. Crosses that involve any kind of major currencies are also known as minors. The most actively traded crosses are derived from the three major non-USD currencies: the euro, the Japanese yen, and the British pound. And lastly, the exotics.
Pairs consist of one major currency and one currency from an emerging market. Here, pairs aren't as heavily traded as the majors or crosses, so the transaction costs associated with the trading of these pairs are usually bigger. Due to overall lower degree of liquidity, exotic currency pairs tend to be far more sensitive to economic and geopolitical events. For example, US dollar and Saudi Arabian rial pair and US dollar and Brazilian real pair. Guys, we have reached the last section of this episode, market size and liquidity. Unlike other markets, Forex does not have a central physical location. Instead, it is traded in an online platform called interbank market. The Forex OTC market is by far the biggest and most popular financial market in the world, traded globally by a large number of individuals and organizations. In this market, the US dollar is the most traded currency, making up 84.9% of all transactions. The euro's share is second at 39.1%, while that of yen is at third place with 19%. Now let us look into more detail about speculation in Forex market. The Forex market mostly deals with the speculation which accounts for almost 90% of the traded volume. In other words, most of the trading volume comes from the traders that buy and sell based on short-term price movements of currency pairs. This indicates a high liquidity, and it is a very important factor because it determines how easily price can change over a given period of time. We can look into changes due to time in the coming episodes.
If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel. And if you have further queries, you may put it in the comment section below, or you may approach our Telegram channel. The link for the channel is given in the description below. Thank you.